After Maya Melikides' pledge, let's turn to the election pledges of the politicians, and yet another rubric brought to us by the election year, definitely. And in our turn, we're bringing to you election voices.
Yes, Giorgi, this time Giorgi Vashadze from the Strategy Aghmashenebeli will explain why he believes that building is the way to defeating poverty and what are the 7 pledges that summarize his election program, which is quite detailed. What is the main vision behind the election program of Strategy Aghmashenebeli?
For us, most important is to bring prosperity and development in this country. That is why our party is called Strategy Builder. From one side, it is strategy of country development. From the other hand, the idea on which we want to unite entire country, the building and building. That's very important. So we have 7 main pledges and promises for our supporters. First of all, this is job creation. We're going to create jobs through developing production capacity in our country through industrial parks that will be in different regions of Georgia. Second is to become the IT capital of the region and to develop IT cities in country, and we think that we can develop 3 IT cities in country. Third one is agricultural development through development of agricultural clusters and using the Dutch and Israeli experience with this regard. Fourth direction is tourism development, because Georgia is a unique country and we want to bring tourists to each village of Georgia, not only in big cities where we have more or less a lot of tourists, at least before COVID. Together with that, the second big direction for us is bank loans, because we think that business cannot be developed in country if access to money is expensive for their businesses. That is why we think that we're going to deregulate quite a lot of regulations which were brought by Georgian government, Georgian Dream. First of all, we want to eliminate the larization, let's say so-called larization program, which means that Georgian government pushed people to take their credits and loans only in lari.
Which is very supported by international financial institutions, by the way.
And which does not mean that it is good, because I can show them figures, I can show them numbers that unfortunately access to finance became much more expensive after this larization. And for example, if you are taking the loan in US dollar, average let's say interest rate is 6%. If you are taking in lari, average interest rate is 17-18%. So from 15 to 18%. We have 36% interest rates for our poorest pensioners. We don't want to have the monopoly to one of the banks, Liberty Bank, which is in Georgia, who has the monopoly to give, first of all, to give the pensions and to give the credits with high interest rates, 36% interest rates to the pensioners. We are going to demonopolize this system. We are going to bring the competition in this system in order to allow pensioners to take the credit in any bank they want and they wish. And from the other hand, definitely we will zero the percentage of interest rates which on current debts that pensioners has. That's our promise, and we will do that in negotiations with National Bank and Liberty Bank. By the way, I need to underline that National Bank of Georgia also became one of the biggest problems for country financial sector development. Why? Because they're bringing the regulations to the market, which creates all this monopolistic, let's say oligopolistic environment in banking sector in Georgia. Next pledge that we have is the medicine price. Here we have the huge problem that in Georgia average profit on the medicine is 102%, while for example in Europe this percentage is only 12% or 7%, in Turkey 12%. And why it is happening? Again, the more oligopolistic, let's say 3 companies which has all market, and we are going to decrease the, first of all, to eliminate the regulations which created this oligopolistic, let's say, environment for pharmaceutical companies in Georgia. And the second important issue is that we're going to bring the European standard of pricing on pharmaceutical goods.
You will be regulating it?
Yes, we will regulate it for the first stage. Definitely we will regulate it, same as European states are regulating the prices on the pharmaceutical goods. Next, we have that for the small and medium businesses, we're going to increase the threshold for the VAT, and threshold will be 1 million lari. So below 1 million lari, businesses will not pay the VAT. And next two pledges is linked with the judiciary system, first of all, and we signed with other opposition political parties the agreement that we will do with a specific agenda in terms of like judiciary reform. First of all, we're going to invite foreign judges to Georgia. Also, we will have direct elected judges on the first level of the judiciary
system. And use their expertise in business disputes as well.
Yes, we are going to use the expertise in the business disputes, in disputes with investors and so on. So to bring more safety to the investments which will come to Georgia.
In this very short interview, and I'm not interrupting because the aim is for you to name your pledges, but the wording for your mission, so to say, is to defeat poverty in 4 years.
Yes.
Do you think that's a realistic pledge there?
Yes, because I think that the building is the only way how you can defeat the poverty in Georgia, in any country. So that is why we have really comprehensive, huge, let's say, plan how to do this with completely new approaches that has not been done in Georgia before this time. Defeating poverty for us means that twice less people will be on the poverty line in Georgia than it is today.
Are you inventing a bicycle?
I don't think so, but usually I'm not. I'm against copying something from somewhere. Yes, so I'm always fond of innovations and fond of new approaches in any direction. Okay. For example, public service hall is completely new bicycle, not a new bicycle, innovative approach of service delivery. And I think the public service hall changed me as well. Because
you're capitalizing very much on that as well.
Yes, for sure, because that's something which I have done together with my team. By the way, I have done in other countries, and I hope that I will have a chance to do in my own country as well. That's why I'm not the citizen of the other country, and I'm a citizen of Georgia.
Thank you.
Thank you.